What's going on, motherfuckers? It's the Shake Up Guys, and we are back. Minus the social cues that we're supposed to be following today. We said, fuck it. What you gonna do? Right? What are they gonna do to us?
I mean, they ain't gonna do shit.
But that's what's
still
up.
staying back from y'all niggas.
Yeah, we are maintaining 6 feet, but we're all in the same room because we're tired of trying to deal with technology in order to run our damn show. And you can't see us right now, but there we are.
There we go. There we go. All right.
I'm over here fidgeting with stuff, you know. Players fuck up sometimes. That's how
Players fuck up sometimes.
Just wanted to send a quick shout out to all the people who actually have to work, like the nurses and the doctors and the people who run the grocery stores. Man, you guys are the real heroes out there. You know, even law enforcement, man. I know y'all got a lot of dumb shit y'all got to deal with, so I'm not gonna try to add to that. What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
What's good, bro?
On? Not much.
Living this new world.
This new world order.
New world order. Still gonna talk about old world order shit because tonight's topic is about
Thuggery.
Loving a thug.
Loving the
What's up with
thug.
that?
Not just loving the thug. We're gonna talk about why does the whole culture embrace thug culture.
I got an idea.
Got a couple ideas. But before we get into that, I'm back on Twitter. I'm back. I was kicked off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked off for 24 hours.
My wife
Because-
got like 7 days. She on Facebook.
I got kicked out of Twitter for 24 hours for NFL draft. We were having a discussion about the NFL draft, and one of these insecure chicks brought up one of the players' girl sitting on his lap and wouldn't get up. Another one brought up that his girl tried to go through his phone. I'm gonna touch on both of those, and then the one that like just sent me over the edge. The girl said, "Well, why can't I get a NFL athlete?" And the other girl said, "Well, you got to be high yellow or white."
Oh.
So that set me off.
No, you just gotta be pretty.
Thank you. Just be pretty. Have your shit together.
Why you gotta be high yellow?
So that set me
What
off.
does that mean?
Long story short, it went into an argument, and I got kicked off Twitter because I told the girl, "You'll never get an athlete because you look like Joe Exotic." So they kicked me off Twitter. But I'm back now.
Damn, I didn't like you get kicked off just for
Apparently.
keeping it real.
That's what I said. I thought it was all good just a week ago.
Well,
Yeah, those chicks, bro, they grew some pretty big balls there for a second. And
oh, that's not
lost their goddamn mind.
No, that's not even the worst of it though. The worst of it is that video I saw of a little girl talking about how you should if your boyfriend didn't get drafted, you should dump him.
Dump them.
Oh, please play it. Please tell me you
I'm
got
about
it.
to play it right now.
Okay. Please play that video.
I just wanted to preface it before we went on that shit because this is like, because that girl is a rapper, right? She's famous, right? I didn't know who she was until today.
I still don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. I just found out yesterday.
know
She's
who she
actually
was.
JT. She's one of the city girls. She recently got out of jail not too long ago, but for some other
she
shit.
go to jail?
I don't know. I don't follow these goofy bitches. But yeah, it's her to give a little backstory. She told these women, if your man didn't get drafted, you should dump him. And here's the video. Enjoy.
Hold on a second.
No, okay. We're not gonna enjoy. I'll just keep talking for a second.
fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm
We
about to
ready?
switch to there's something I needed to do first.
Oh, okay. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm about to play it.
And away we go.
Because I ain't play with no nigga this year about no motherfucking football. Bitch, that usually be me. But it ain't me this motherfucking year. Because if I was playing with me a nigga and he didn't get drafted, it'd be a motherfucking problem right now. So I want to say, I apologize to all the ladies who were holding them niggas down through all them years in college and they didn't get motherfucking drafted. Some of us was going long as high school and then took that bitch to college. No, bitch. Go get all your Jordans back. Go get all your motherfucking shit back. Some of y'all probably even bought them niggas motherfucking jewelry. Bitch, go get your shit
Yeah,
back
she
right
piece of shit.
motherfucking now.
Piece of shit. Okay, first of all, I got two questions. Has this bitch heard of undrafted free agency?
Probably not.
Because your man could still go. Now that'd be funny.
Who cares what she's heard of?
No, listen. That'd be funny if this bitch and you listen to this bitch and you break up with your man's because he didn't get drafted. This nigga goes and gets signed as an undrafted free agent, and he's like, "Guess what, bitch? I'm still on the NFL football team."
Right, and I'm out.
Number two, the nigga can't go to. He went to college. He can't go be a lawyer. He can't go be a doctor. He can't.
He has other. What you're saying is he has other career
opportunities to thrive in, bitch.
No, she wants fast money. She wants NFL money, and what she's encouraging women to do is, once again, the internet has allowed stupid people to be gurus and counselors and life coaches, and you have people like this who are telling women, your man who went to college, like you said, who has career opportunities or who has just opportunities in place, period. Because he didn't get NFL money, drop him. And like you said, go ahead, drop him. I encourage ladies, follow her advice, drop that man. And then if he does become an undrafted rookie free agent, he balls out for 1 year. All you did was show him you weren't really there. Yeah. You were there for an investment. You were shooting for a goal. She thought she missed. In actuality, you hit. Fuck her. Yeah. So she's doing that guy, every athlete, a favor. So I agree. Yes, she's right. Dump your man. If he didn't get drafted, dump him.
Do that nigga a favor.
Do him a favor. God, I hate these people.
Fucking idiots, bro.
I guess the moral here is don't fucking marry these hoes, I guess. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what to tell people. You know,
and then these other chicks over here. What gives you the okay? This is this man's time to shine. You laying on this man like a limp dick, and you have to have his mama got to get you up off this man, so the cameras can look, bitch. Let him shine. You could already tell she gonna be a problem.
She gonna be a big problem.
Same one with the one reaching for the phone.
Reaching for the phone. I was gonna talk about both of those. Those are both gonna be big issues. I look. That's part of the reason I got kicked off Twitter. I actually said, look at all these future baby mamas and child support cases. I think that's what led to the downfall of me getting kicked off Twitter. But you're absolutely right. When that woman who, like you said, I agree wholeheartedly. Let that man have his time. He put in the work out there on the field. He was busting his ass in the gym. He was the one out there doing 2-a-days. Let this man have it. Everything he's worked for has come to this point. Let him have his moment. You don't need to shine.
No.
You're not even gonna shine. You just the bitch on his lap. Let this man have his moment in the sun. That's selfish shit.
He probably ain't gonna be the bitch on his lap for much longer anyway.
Nah, like the boy said at Blue Mountain State, I'm gonna be in the NFL banging way hotter salutes than you. Fuck you. You're a stepping stone, bitch. You're stepping stone Stacy. You about to get dropped.
You know?
And then to the chick reaching for the phone.
Bruh.
Fuck him. I say fuck him because one, that's Trey Young. This bitch is a talent scout. That's Trey Young's ex. They got drafted, 2 years ago to the Hawks?
Oh.
That's his ex-chick.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's Trey Young's ex. This bitch is a talent scout. She better than all the... You want to...
NFL team need to hire
give that bitch. Not just NFL, NBA. She can scout talent. She know how to pick a number one draft, a first-round pick. She did it twice in a row. You need to get that bitch a job. She can do the job. Send this whore out there and tell her, go find me a winner. And she will bring you back a winner. She's Lassie.
Amazing.
That bitch is Lassie. She will bring you a winner back. Jesus Christ. So, yes, she snatched his phone and was trying to scroll through it. And that's how I got kicked on Twitter. I was in her Twitter. And they were talking about that. And the one girl gave... This would kind of set me off also. One of the girls actually said, girl, don't even trip. You got 6 months to secure the bag and get pregnant. I'm sorry, 6 months to get pregnant and secure the bag. That was the words of encouragement from one of her Twitter followers. I felt like a fucking meme because I just wanted to face palm. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is this what you bitches think? Is this how y'all see the world? You couldn't trap Trey Young. Now you trying to get, what's his name? CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
So now you try to get CD Lamb. You a stepping stone bitch too. But she's an amazing scout for talent. I put her on the payroll. I'd send her out there and just until she hit the wall, just tell her, bring me back a winner. Yep. She Lassie.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I never really thought about it that way, but I guess that works, right?
Yeah.
She can see talent like that.
That's
2 years in a row?
2 years in a row.
Hey.
What's the name? CD Lamb I can't remember where he was at. Trae Young was at what, Oklahoma, I think. I'm like, how'd you find this nigga in Oklahoma?
Right.
This bitch is a talent. Is the world's greatest scout for talent. She will go to the edge of the earth.
That's how she traveled.
She must be a traveling. I'm an everywhere man. I've been everywhere. That bitch.
Wow.
So yeah. So she's got the eye. She's got the gift, as they say. But yeah. So to all you ladies snatching phones, trying to go through them, refusing to get out of a man's lap and let him have his moment to shine, you're insecure. You all insecure pieces of shit, and I wish you nothing but bad times.
Yeah.
And I hope as soon as they sign their contract, they drop you. I pray that the minute they sign, they drop you. 'Cause that's the best thing that can happen. Anyway, what else y'all got?
Well,
Well,
my current event,
what's your current event? What's going on?
somebody called Dennis Rodman.
What about him? His boy died?
We don't know. These motherfuckers is, bro.
He can't die. That motherfucker's immortal, remember?
Bro.
And he doesn't take
if there was
poops.
anybody that could keep a secret, it's fucking North Korea.
Yeah. He
Bro,
doesn't
we
poop.
don't know
He
if this
doesn't
nigga
poop,
dead.
Which probably makes him immortal.
We don't know if this motherfucker a vegetable.
He's the Highlander.
We don't know shit. And he a dictator. We supposed to know this shit. Ain't nobody even talking about it.
Talk about Kim Jong-un, man.
Kim Jong-un, bro.
Did he die?
He's supposed to be dead.
Oh, well. Dennis Rodman, no. He don't want to talk about it.
That's his boy, man.
That's his homie, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He don't want to talk
So
about
we need
it.
to find out, bro. I need to know. Because he up to something. Kim Jong-un. He up to something,
Cream,
bro.
some young guy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
I don't
make
know
fun
what
of
it
this dude.
is.
He will ride on us.
I think he,
Facts. Big facts.
Right.
You won't
He'll
even see
fuck
it
us
coming.
over.
Yo,
Right.
I ordered some special fried rice and that shit come laced because of you. You want to make jokes. I don't want no
Man.
smoke. They ain't got nothing to
just
do with
saying.
me.
You know, that's-
I motherfucking do
You
the
know,
rubber
fried
dope
rice
right
is an
now.
American cuisine, just so people know that.
I'm having Chinese food tonight.
Anyway, what else is going on?
I don't know.
Jumping off of that, we can go into our topic, or at least
Yeah.
part of our topic, which is about thugs and why people love them. Now, I have no hatred towards thugs. They serve a valuable purpose, but when you go and get you a thug bastard baby, don't come crying to the shake-up guys because don't nobody want to fuck with you for real. At least not anybody who you would want. Which is what usually happens is
Right.
they go get pregnant by the thug and then talking about where all the nice guys gone. I almost would want to like choke slam a person when I hear that.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear a woman say that shit, like where are all the nice guys, but you got like two bastard kids. I mean, that's where they are.
Right.
They don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised nobody has. Why hasn't your mama or your daddy? Why hasn't your mama told you this?
That's a good question.
Anyone?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it comes very simply. One, they know, especially in certain cultures, they know your dumb ass gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do anyway. So, plus, not to be funny, but okay, yeah, it'll be a little funny. Once you lay pipe on a bitch, there ain't really nothing you can tell her. Once he's slow stroking the shit out of her, there's nothing you can say to make her see reality for what it really is. She's gonna go with whatever he say. And for whatever reason, ladies like that thug passion.
Well, they do. They like that thug passion. A lot of it has to go to, and I think this stems back into the early days of Bumpy Johnson and all them cats, where in our communities we didn't have the lawyers, the doctors. Just be honest.
Yeah, we did.
Well.
Yeah, we did.
But they weren't the ones out there where in the project, I'm talking about in the projects, where they were looking at who the person with the money was, who was handing out turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, those were gangsters.
Those were the gangsters.
Okay, so you
those-
talk about somebody to look up to in the community.
Right.
Yeah,
so
'cause
that's
doctors and lawyers, they go live in
That's
the
who
pro-
they looked up to in the community. They didn't. We probably had doctors and lawyers, but
No,
they
I
weren't
know
looking
we
at.
had doctors and lawyers.
We weren't looking up to them like that though. They were looking at the person that
Depends
was
on-
running the numbers.
It depends on who you were.
Right. We talk
Right.
about
In general,
as
I
a
get what you're
culture.
saying, yeah.
As a culture, that's what we looked up to.
I apologize because a lot of times when we're having any conversation, I always end up chiming in because, and I don't mean to cut you off, I apologize, but I have to cut you off because that is not how I was raised.
Right.
We didn't look up to gangsters and thugs in my family.
Right.
We didn't. We looked up to doctors and lawyers and stuff
Small
like
business
that.
owners.
Business owners, like, you know, all of my families are, you know, highly educated people.
I know that.
So that being said, like, that's why I had to throw that out there because I want people to understand that there's a better way. This is not, doesn't have to rely on thuggery. But I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, you're fine. But what I'm saying is though, for also in the real projects, you know, we don't have real, but in the real projects, those are who the people looked up to, and so I think that just carried on, and somewhere along the line, because Bumpy Johnson and them, they was gangsters, but they was still respectful. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers today, even when I came up, you know, we still had respect and stuff like that. But for me, the allure was, you know, security, and then that's how it started. But then once you get into that life, you do see, and for some reason, like I said, the women love it. So now you're getting all this attention from women. You walk down the block, you walk into a club, and the club announces, "Hey, Wild Side's in the building," and that just fills you up with some type of adrenaline, and that's what allures most people in our community. You know, as y'all know, when I was out there thugging, and my second baby mama was white bread from a small town in Indiana, and she seen that lifestyle.
Yeah, something she wasn't used to. It was a change of pace.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand that, right? But I'm talking about now. Okay, we're not that dumb anymore. Okay, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Or we shouldn't be that dumb anymore.
Right.
And I guess the question is why do they still embrace it now when they know that chances are it's not going to work?
It's the same reason people still fucking try cocaine.
I saw
crack.
just get ready to go with this. It's the same reason we still got crackheads. It's the same reason bitches still
There should be
having
nobody
kids out
over
of
the
wedlock.
age of 25 that should be smoking cigarettes.
Are doing drugs or having a baby,
Right.
because you've seen from our parents and our grandparents, we've seen what happens with this shit. You get you fuck raw, you get a kid,
Right.
and now you stuck with child support, or baby mama or baby daddy that you hate. It's the same thing. It's the same everything. I guess was that an age-old adage? They say ain't nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. It's just, it repeats itself.
It does.
So the question is, I get it, but the question is still, why does this? If you saw your mom fuck with nothing but thugs coming up, they beat her ass, or they pump and dump, or they leave her, or whatever, or they go to jail every 6 months. They get out for 6 months, and then they go right back in for another 6 months. If you saw your mom, wouldn't you? And you're a little girl growing up, wouldn't you be like, fuck this? I'm only dating.
You would think so, but that might be the norm to
Mm-hmm.
them.
Exactly.
Just like you said, the norm to you was looking up to doctors and lawyers and looking up to those type of people. Or this little girl, this little boy, they're looking at, all right, this is how people are supposed to act.
Exactly.
This is supposed to be how people live. You know what I'm saying? And so they continue that, and that's what they look for.
Right.
And it's gonna be a cycle that never ends. I honestly don't think it will ever fucking end.
In the comment section, Pooh, and he wants to call in. I'll just explain to him that there's something wrong with the call-in system
It's
today.
feedback.
Well, we don't have headphones, so there's no way to do a call-in show.
Well, you have headphones. You can share, but that's only
I'm gonna
one.
sit here and tell you what he's saying.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Relay his shit. No, he actually said, and he had brought up a good point. He said women like action. Women like excitement. And that's what comes with that man. That's what comes with that thug, is that excitement.
Yeah.
To me, that's okay. I understand that when you're young, and this is something I've said my entire life. When you're young, you can do that shit.
Right.
When you're young, do that. Just don't bring any evidence of it later. There's white women, they date the bad boy, the thug, the outlaw, the crazy Hell's Angel motherfucker. They date them all through their teens, high school, college, and then when it's time to move on, They married the doctor, the lawyer, the dentist, the surgeon, the accountant.
Yeah, but they didn't show with babies either.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying don't bring evidence of it. They didn't get knocked up by the wild outlaw angel, the Hell's Angel dude.
Because sometimes that could be bad for your health. I know when I was in my right mind and me and my baby mama had broke up and I found out she was dating somebody else. Whew.
It was on.
It's go time, nigga.
But luckily,
Was you being a hypocrite, motherfucker?
Bruh, luckily it was in Logansport, but there was a car full of niggas headed that way.
So Logansport, y'all wouldn't have made it halfway.
So I gotta understand something. What went on in your mind and made you think that was okay, considering you guys weren't together anymore?
Because that is that power and that pride thing that when I was in that lifestyle, that just it consumes you. It's how fucking dare you? Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
That's that
we
mentality.
Know, but see, here's the thing. She knows who you are. That's why she's not with you anymore.
Right. But what I'm saying is we're blinded by that. I'm
saying what was going on in your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Like in your mind, you was like, how dare you?
Yes. Who the fuck?
And that made sense.
Yeah. Does this motherfucker not realize?
Bitch, I kill you.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get to the heart of the
mean?
matter because it's like so many people throw their lives away over shit like what you're talking about. Like, I'm going to go ride on my baby mama's new boyfriend.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
You gonna go to jail because she moved on?
Exactly.
Like, that makes no sense to me.
It doesn't. But at that time in my mind, it was a strong show of disrespect, and I was just...
By saying she don't want to live in fuckery no more? That's disrespect?
Bro, it was...
I mean, I understand this is years of enlightenment that has come with this.
Yes.
But at that time, I'm asking you to reflect just a little bit and be like...
It's just... because I didn't want, that relationship to be over, so...
I really wish Pooh could call you, too.
I wanted...
the chat room.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted to... And another thing I thought was if I take this motherfucker out, then she'll see how much I love her. I actually thought that at one point in time, too.
Damn, you was fucked up. Anyway, this nigga, I don't know what to say to that one. Just... I will kill this nigga to prove my love. You know what?
Bro.
I'm done. So I guess, okay, yeah.
I didn't kill him.
I'm moving away from that now. The rest of the questions I had about that shit, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I do want to know, I'm like, why is the guy, the thug, more appealing than the safe option?
Because he's...
Hold on, wait. I'm not. Wait, let me finish the statement because I'm like, there's more to it. You still have women today. There's that we were talking before we went on air about the bitch who said I want a nigga. I like dudes with fast money. Both of these girls were about 30, early 30s, somewhere in there, and they were talking about how they only want a dude that makes fast money.
Well, it was just the one girl. Let's preface it.
Okay, true. Granted,
it was just the one girl. The other girl was like,
"Now,
no, I'll take a doctor."
Exactly,
Which makes sense,
Exactly, but ain't no doctor gonna date that ratchet bitch.
You never know.
The point is that even at that age, why are you still that damn dysfunctional? Why is the thug still more appealing, even in your 30s, than the guy who works at UPS and brings home a steady, safe check, and you ain't got to worry about him going to jail?
It's the same mentality as the drug dealer that is 30 years old, except for not saying women don't sell drugs, because there's women out there sell drugs, but if they could do it more, they would sell. But since it's harder for a woman to sell drugs, they latch on to the dope boy. They latch on to that person that's going to bring them that fast money and bring them that thing. And they always look at a regular dude as somebody. They want a motherfucker to kill for them. Real talk. That's a woman... Deep down wants a man that's gonna kill for him.
Man that's gonna kill for him.
And they think that most men ain't about that.
See, here's the problem with that.
Until a motherfucker kill for you.
I'll be about that for my wife.
Right.
I'm about that action for my wife.
Exactly, for my wife.
I'm not gonna just be with no random chick and she's like, "Are you gonna bust that thing?"
But that's their mentality. That's the
mentality of a lot of people. That's weird.
Hold on, wait. I was on another blog site that I think I got kicked off of too, where the chick said she literally, and it ties into all of this. And then I'm going to go to the comments section. She actually said she starts arguments with her boyfriend sometimes just to get a rise out of them, just for shits and giggles. She said sometimes when they out in public, she'll start shit with other niggas just to make him, just so she can try to get him to fight somebody. I was like, you understand?
She seems
And
like
I want men.
Perfect person to become a human shield.
Fuck that bitch. I want men
shield.
I want men, one, take the red pill, and two, understand where I'm coming from. It's women like this. That woman will get you killed. You're gonna go to the cemetery. The other guy's gonna go to the penitentiary, and she's gonna be riding new dick in a week.
See,
Fuck these hoes.
and a lot of times, I'm gonna say this too. A lot of times they be with fake thugs because that's what they want, right?
Which goes with our meme.
My baby mama seen me do some shit, and so she's the type that when I get mad, she's like, no, or if somebody's gonna, she's like, no. They try to stop it. If
Any good woman would.
Right. Precisely.
But a chick that's with a real dude that really lives that gangster life, they be like, nah, I'm not finna get him riled up. Because obviously this motherfucker might be gotten in a fight or two, but he ain't never pulled nothing. He ain't never done nothing to where they don't want that. Because when they first see it, then they're like, oh shit, this shit gets real.
Right.
And then they're scared. And then that becomes a whole different scenario.
Two things.
You know what I mean?
One, Mandy early wrote, because people are dumb. She is absolutely correct. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. You're right. People are fucking dumb. And Pooh, I don't know if you want to delete that comment or not. This motherfucker said he had a situation recently on the 15th. His thug stock went back up because the chicks, when the neighborhood saw him do his thing and they were like, oh, I'm turned on. He said, even at 40, it still trips me out. And this shit is still happening. Even at this age, these hoes are still excited. Is it just power? Is it just
I think it's a combination.
It's a combination of
excitement
all kind of
and
shit.
the shit that they've been fed in their brains as young people. I think they find that shit like some shit off of TV, and everybody wants to be that. You know, whether it's just you're just talking about thugging or you're just talking about like love affairs. If you look at how women view love on television as opposed to in their own lives, they think that shit is, well, not all of them, you know, think that shit is real, or it can be real, at least for them. They can be the exception. Just like somebody who goes out and dates a thug. They feel like, okay, he's a thug and he's excited and I love him and I love the excitement, but I do want to turn him into the kind of guy that is going to settle down and marry me and take care of our family. She wants to turn that guy into the guy who's already like that. Right. But that guy who's already like that is not exciting. He's not going to bring that drama that way because people like drama.
People like
stupid motherfuckers like drama.
I like drama on television. You know what I'm saying? I like drama on TV.
Not my life.
Exactly. I don't want that shit happen at my doorstep. I don't want to live with this constant what's gonna happen today fear. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. When motherfuckers really live that thug life, like when you get a certain age, like yes, there was times where this shit was fucking exciting. You know what I'm saying? It was exciting and it was fun, but
you know what else is exciting?
That shit fucking goes out the window real quick.
That's the mentality, because I never found that shit exciting. Like it's fun. It's fun to like go out into the woods with your boys, set up some bottles or whatever, and shoot at them. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. That's fun.
See, and I can tell that
being at a party and then somebody just shoot the fucking party up. Right. How is that fun? That's just a lot of fucking anxiety.
Right. And it's like I could tell, like even back in the day, I never said this, but like there was one of my cats you were really cool with, Blue, But like when them other niggas used to come around, I could see y'all be like, "Oh shit!"
Here we go.
I never felt scared like that of being around thugs. I just never understood the mentality of them. Like okay, you a thug and you doing this, you living that life. Why do extra shit to bring more attention to yourself? To me, it's just you're stupid. You're an idiot, and I don't mean that in you stupid dog. No, I mean you're a fucking moron.
Right.
Like you sell drugs. All right. Cool, whatever. I'm not judging you for selling drugs.
Don't be flashy.
I am judging you for flashing money.
Because you have the Mike and Ike truck with fucking 15s in the back.
Whatever. Like you got you got a bunch of goofy shit.
And your last job was at McDonald's when you was 15.
Fucking attention to yourself.
Right.
You live in the projects and your car costs more than your fucking rent.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
And months later, you wondering why? Who told on you?
Nigga, you told on you.
Who told on you? And now you sitting on the curb in handcuffs, about to do real fucking time.
Right.
And then you want to know who did what? You did it, dumbass.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like I got a lot of sympathy.
You know, but
I do in situations where, like, if you got a situation where, you know what I'm saying, dad ain't there, mom's a dope fiend, and you got a little brother or sister that you don't know how to take care of these motherfuckers. The only thing you know how to do is sell dope.
It kind of goes, and it goes for women, and I think, and man, I call it the.
But that shit ain't supposed to be perfect.
I call it the Omar way of thinking. Everybody knows when Omar would walk down the street, he's like, "Oh shit, there's Omar."
Yeah.
Motherfuckers going to the house.
Mm-hmm.
When women see that, that's sexy to them because that's a protection for them. That's surrounding it. When dudes see that, okay, that's my homeboy. Same thing. That's protection. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And they love that and they want that fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear, bro. I'm ashamed to say it, but I used to, just because I was mad and angry because of what used to happen to me, and I say, you're either gonna love me or you're gonna fear me. And that was my mentality. I'd rather have people fear me, and I would do dumb shit, especially off the alcohol, just so I could get that name. And looking back at it now, it's fucking ridiculous, you know? Why would you want somebody to be... I say now, you're going to be the name on the hood, but eventually you're going to be the name on a t-shirt. Because that's all it's going to lead to.
That brings up my next question then, which I always got questions. But I'm like, does thug life have an expiration date?
It does.
And I don't just mean like either you die or go to jail. I mean, does it just expire? Like, okay, fuck this shit.
A lot of my folks, man, you know, they still around. And motherfuckers is working day jobs and taking care of grandkids now. And so they're still, don't get it wrong. You come some motherfuckers sideways, you still got a chance of getting your shit peeled back.
Right.
But we live in a fucking everyday way of life, man, and it's so much better. And once you see that you can get out of that way of living and thinking, it just becomes so much easier and shit like that. But there's some still niggas at the age of 40, 50, 60.
Still out here getting it.
Still out here getting it, you know. Like I said, I will always have ties, and I truly believe in growth and development, and that's the switch, you know, my gang made from Gangster Disciple to growth and development to better our communities from the things that we've caused the destruction. So there's still a lot of the laws, and there's still a lot of the creeds that I live by, and you know, but would I change anything in my past? I don't think I'd change it, but I've learned from it. You know, I don't know, man. But people are always gonna be attracted to that. It's like roller coasters, man.
See, I don't.
Motherfuckers just love that shit.
See, I always thought roller coasters was dumb. I mean, I ride, but I'm like, I don't. There's certain things I don't see. Certain things that don't make sense to me, like thug life. I don't know a lot about it. That's why I ask. That's why I keep people around me and I ask them questions. Roller coasters, amusement parks, fucking those haunted houses. I don't need that shit to be excited nor scared. You want to scare me? Tell me you missed your period. I am fucking frightened.
But I want you to be honest.
I am frightened. I don't need that shit.
I want you to be honest with me though.
Shoot.
Be honest, man.
Shoot.
Back in the day, back in whatever club, you know which one I went to, 30, 40 niggas back there taking shots, that camaraderie. You didn't get any, like, what do we call that, adrenaline? Like that adrenaline didn't...
No.
Yeah, I know you did, man. You hated going back there. That's why I was saying I can tell you didn't like going back there.
I mean, it was cool, but it was...
With the women.
It didn't deter me from doing what I do.
And I know it.
Because I'm like...
All I was doing was research.
I'm always there for one thing. I don't go to club. I never... Well, back when I went, I didn't go to club. I didn't go to club. Nigga, can I finish my statement?
Man,
I was going to say, I didn't go to clubs to dance. I went there to meet women.
Yeah.
So whether the women are all back here with y'all, or the women out here on the dance floor, wherever the fuck they are, that's where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So I was doing research. I was researching all the bitches I wasn't gonna fuck with. I see y'all.
Right.
The people wonder why I do things the way I do things now, because I see y'all. I see who y'all dealt with. I'm not gonna take this piece of shit's leftovers. Not to say that a lot of those guys weren't good dudes. Like a lot of those cats that, you know what I'm saying, you're associated with, I'm still cool with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all cool.
Everyday people.
You know what I'm saying? But for a lot of them, man, it's like you had one partner who had a gaggle of kids.
Oh yeah. Our man's. That was our man's right there. That was my man's right there. Yeah.
Right. Cool guy.
Yeah.
But I couldn't help but think that all the women that came after like kid number
right.
4 and 5 weren't fucking stupid. Like you, how dumb are you?
Right.
You
100%.
How dumb are you? And then to fix your mouth now that you in your mid 30s or early 40s or whatever, to sit up and talk about how you want to have a good man, bitch, kill yourself. Your chance of getting a good man left when you was in your motherfucking 20s, your late 20s or early 20s, whatever. That's when you're supposed to go look for a good man, not when you bombed out and depleted and had multiple thug penises shoved in you. You got kids with this dude and that dude, and now you showing up talking about you want a good man. You disqualified yourself. You hear me? You disqualified yourself. Sorry.
Are you saying they price themselves out of the market?
It's not even a price. You disqualified. It's like
if
you got
completely.
ejected out of the game.
Completely
whatever
devalued.
Game you thought you was gonna play when you hit your late 30s and your early 40s, you're disqualified.
Right. Because and they used to happen all the time. Unless you were a grimy nigga, sometimes like, oh, that's so and so baby mama. Oh, I ain't fuck with that bitch.
Right. But I mean, a lot of times them chicks was passed around.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was passed around. They knew they was passed around.
Yeah.
And then they woke up one day.
It'd be the same.
It was like,
around the clip,
nobody wants to marry me. Huh? Gee,
Nah,
I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? I equate that. And to go both ways, I equate that to a guy who sleeps with a lot of prostitutes without rubbers.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Ladies, would you want a guy?
You're high risk, nigga.
Right. Would you want a guy who you know openly has sex with prostitutes? Raw dog?
Ew.
Of course not. Even he said yuck.
Right.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Hold on. You said even he said yuck.
Yeah, I'm saying you said yuck and you're not even a woman.
Oh, okay. Just making sure you wasn't trying to say something.
What the fuck is wrong
Some
with you?
underlying shit.
What is going on,
Make sure you
man?
wasn't taking a jab, nigga. I'm under a lot of stress right now.
Obviously, we should talk about that.
Fuck off.
I'm just saying, but even without a condom, it's still gross. Women, would you want a man that slept with a lot of prostitutes, even with a condom? They're still gonna say no.
Well, I'm just saying that to me, it's the same thing. That's
even gross.
disgusting.
It's
That's
real
gross.
horrible.
Actually, no.
Why don't you just light the
here's
grill
the problem.
and lay your dick firmly against it?
You can
Get the grill marks.
Jesus
on there.
Christ, dude.
Just get the grill marks.
You could be that guy that slept with a bunch of chicks, not prostitutes, just chicks. There's still women out there who are like, I want him because I got him to settle down. I got him to be with me. Y'all just fucked him, but I got him to be with me. Nobody wants the girl that everybody fucked and be like, oh, I got her to settle down. Nigga, well, we all came in her face. So congratulations. It's just
That's just like
you devalued yourself, and I'm sorry.
Why you kissing on her?
Yes, why? You're tasting kids. You devalue yourself, and then when you come with some other dude's kids, you are really devaluing yourself. And then when you got a baby daddy like this nigga or Pooh in the chat room, no offense, I really don't want to deal with that shit because I'm like, you're forcing me to have to shoot one of these niggas one day. As soon as I say, little fuck, sit down.
Baby daddies, I refuse.
I'm done. Done with that shit. What you gonna say?
I done seen too many of my. I
don't get that mentality when
that shit.
Yeah, when motherfuckers try to wife. I remember probably, and I will always go back to the story. We've probably talked about it on the air before, and not mention no names, but when we had chicks stripping on her birthday.
Oh yeah,
this motherfucker's trying to save her, bro. Like he's trying to make her his. That like, bro.
Listen, I know who you're talking about. That's not a good example. That motherfucker's a goofy. Okay.
But there's so many out there like that.
Yeah, I know there's so many out there like that. I didn't mean like that's not a good example of a simp ass motherfucker. I'm saying that's not a good example of what we're talking about. because that dude, and I know who you talking about.
But it is a good example because that's kind of like watching a motherfucker
let's
get
be
ran
honest
through.
here. Let's be honest.
I get what
His
he's
mother
saying.
fucked him up. Okay.
Well, yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
His mother fucked him
Yeah,
up.
but
With the other kid.
I get what he's saying. That is true.
Yeah.
Also
he's
true.
watching a bunch of males
Literally.
and she's excited. She's interacting with all these.
Every hole.
And
But
he's
isn't that the
still
same
at the same time
mentality?
trying to save her.
Is that the same
At the same
mentality of
time.
the guy who marries the porn star? I
Yeah,
mean,
could
for
be,
the porn star,
yes.
she getting paid though.
No,
she get paid.
yeah, that's a little different because
a little different?
One, he didn't see that you're not watching her in person getting smashed out.
Facts.
This guy saw, observed.
Yeah, but she wasn't getting smashed out though.
She
Yeah,
was, but
she-
it was damn near close. I mean, if
See, I
Dix
think
would have
that-
came out,
listen, I
she'd have
think-
been sucked.
Anyway,
I think we're getting
trying
off
not to
topic
get
a little bit,
flagged.
but
The point is
whatever.
that-
This is a great conversation.
Yeah, I'm
to
trying
me,
not to
because
get my
what
shit
you're
flagged.
saying is very interesting because that simp brain, dude. That's a thing, man. That's a thing.
It
It's a
absolutely
simp
is.
brain. And I think in every man there is a little bit of that in there. I think for guys like
Every man?
yes, there's a little. There's some of that in every man.
I am ashamed of some of the shit
I think some of that
I've
is in
let
every
women
man. I
get
just
away
think
with.
it's men like me or men like Jay and you, we're a little better at controlling it. Like you ain't gonna be a simp for the average chick, just any
Right.
run of the mill
I
chick.
get
You know what I mean?
I've
But
done some
when your
shit
wife
for my
says
wife.
some shit,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's
yeah.
your wife. You
Mhm.
married her, you love her,
Yep.
you know, all that good stuff. You
Yep,
know what I'm
I
saying? So
agree.
it's a little bit there.
Right.
Nobody is like 100% total. I mean, some men are probably 100% totalitarian in their homes, but I'm saying, like, for the most part, nobody's like that.
Right.
You know, for
Right.
a lot, most people are.
Right.
But it's
I
just
get
like
that.
most people, like, I think a wise woman would see, you know, a thug and be like, hey, he's gonna be fun to hang out with for a little while, but for no way in hell am I gonna get pregnant by this motherfucker or try to catch anything from this motherfucker. Gonna wear condoms, and that's just how it's gonna be for this next month and a half while I fuck with this dude.
Right.
I ain't finna bring none of this bullshit with me into my real married life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is I see more so
ladies-
with like, and I hate to say this, but I see white women catching up to this shit when it comes to that kind of mentality that, you know, black women were already there dealing with thugs, and now I'm seeing more and more white women do this shit, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get the black girls to stop. Don't do it, you know. Don't follow along with it.
I have to disagree respectfully.
Okay.
Respectfully disagree. I believe white women always had this concept, this notion.
Yeah, but they didn't show it with other people's babies as much.
That's my point. Is that they already knew I can do all the shit I want to do with the bad boy. I can do all kinds of nasty shit.
Yep.
I just don't bring evidence of it, and then when time comes, they move and forget all that shit ever happened.
Yeah, and now more and more so they're showing up with the
Evidence of it.
That's
true.
all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, that part I agree with.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. That part. Yeah, I didn't. Okay.
I get that.
No, and fucking stop. Cut the shit. If you want a decent guy, you need to start doing this. You need to start thinking about that shit while you're really in your late teens.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, at least have it in your mind. At least, you know, think about the kind of guy that you want to spend your life with,
Well,
and think about, and then once you've done that, try to look at things from that person's perspective. There's nothing wrong with marrying a good guy who is going to provide for the family, whether he makes a shit ton of money or just, you know, middle class or whatever. That I don't look at that as being gold digging. That's just in women's DNA. That's just who they are. That's how they do shit.
That's some nature.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand, in order to be successful in that goal, that you have to start thinking about that shit when you are in your late teens and before you've used up all your looks and all your bargaining chips, which, you know, let's be honest, and nowadays where, you know, everybody's supposed to be equal and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to bring something more to the table than your vagina.
Man,
Sorry. You know what I'm saying? More than your vagina, and definitely don't show up at Dr. such and such's graduation talking about you want to be with him long term, but you got 3 kids in tow.
Yeah, by 3 different dudes.
3 different other cats that
Dude.
he ain't never met. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. That's just good advice.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I would tell if I had a daughter. Like, don't do that.
Fuck.
If you're gonna go out and have fun, but come on.
Yeah, oh no, do whole shit. I keep saying, I've said it 1,000 times on 1,000 different
protect
shows.
yourself with the
I've
whole
always
shit.
said every woman needs a whole phase. Get that shit out your system. Have fun, do what you want to do. Be you, be the biggest whore you can be. But just protect yourself. Don't bring
your
evidence.
future. That's what I'm saying.
And protect your
Protect
future.
your future.
If you want a good man, be a good bitch. He says it's very nice, very sweet. You want a man of something, a value of substance, be a bitch of value of substance. I was saying, I am ashamed of some of the shit I've done, I've put up with. I've had some simp moments in my life. That's why people say I'm so hard and callous now. It's not that. It's just that I've put up with some shit that I am ashamed of. And now I'm like, okay, fuck that shit. Never again. It'll never happen again. So the shit you're saying, I agree with wholeheartedly 100%. Sorry to cut you off. I'm going to let you talk 1 second. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I think at the end of the day,
protect your future. Mm-hmm. I like the way you put that. What were you about to say?
I've always said it. You're gonna attract how you act. Mm-hmm. You're gonna attract how you act.
I like both of those statements. Protect your future. You're gonna attract how you act.
That's the moral for me.
If you're a ratchet bitch, don't look my way. I ain't got time for
That's it. If you're
a quality man, ain't looking for you for
attract ratchet motherfuckers. If you're a businesswoman, if you're about yourself, if you're independent, that's what you're gonna attract.
The way you conduct yourself is gonna determine who approaches you. Mm-hmm. If you are out here at the club, and this has happened, I've seen this. You're the chick out the club with the short yellow dress on. You know you are, bitch. That stopped right at your cootie. That you got to pull down every 3 feet. You're gonna get approached by that type of dude. Mm-hmm. If you're the chick out here who's dressed conservatively but still sexy, you're gonna get approached.
Let's keep it real because they love this dude. So let's say a surgeon, a woman's walking out, she's a surgeon. A man, Idris Elba, walks up to her, but he's dressed like fucking Young Thug and approaches her. It don't matter what this man physically looks like, she's gonna look at how his appearance is and she's gonna be like, hell nah, I'm not fucking with this nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's what is it, Andrew Elvis, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But he walks up to us with a suit. Oh yeah, she gonna be all over that nigga. You know?
Yeah, because he's presenting himself.
So she should be.
It's about package. It's about packaging. Yeah. If you want the type of reception you want is the way you present yourself. If you don't walk into a fucking job interview with jeans on hanging off your ass or sweatpants that got gravy stains in them, you're not gonna get that job unless it's to go clean up and mop floors at a peep show.
Right.
Then you can mop the floors at the peep show.
Even before I came here, I had a little splotch of something right there. I had to change my shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come looking all crazy and shit with spaghetti sauce on my shit. You know?
Right. See, it's about presentation. Man. It's about packaging. I just, man, great conversation. I got one more and then I'll let y'all go.
Yeah. How
does one, and I really wish Pistol Pooh's online, how does one become a thug? Because I've always wondered this. I'm like, is it environment? Is it your mentality? Is it your peers?
I think it's just mentality.
Is it opportunity? What is it?
Because
I know your story. That's what I said.
I think it's mentality, man, because, and it always used to surprise me. If you remember, if you take it back to when we were in high school, mm-hmm. There were certain guys that I knew that came from families that had means. They had money, all right? They had money.
Yeah.
But they still sold drugs.
Yeah, I got a partner like that now. His family owns.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what he wanted to do. That's his mentality.
I got a partner like that now. His family owns everything in the city. He in jail now for trafficking. He didn't have to do it.
See, I mean, that's part of it. And then, like, the niggas I knew, the niggas just came from the gutter. And it was a
means of survival? Okay.
And those are the guys who I say, like, I'm not judging them.
Right.
As long as they understand that you need to work your way out of this shit. Like, this can't be permanent. It's the ones that come from money ain't got no goddamn business in the street life.
Right.
Trying to be something that they saw on TV or whatever their reasonings are. That I'm like, yeah, lock them up.
And I even asked
them. They want to live a thug life, let them live it for real.
And I know we're going to go, just a quick thing. I've asked the elders that actually used to run with like Larry Hoover back in Chicago. And I said, why did all this start? And it said it was a protection thing. You know, the Irish and the Italians back then, they had their own little gangs, and then so they would be beating up black kids to school. So that neighborhood would come together and they would click up, and they would do it as a means of protection. You know, eventually, somehow, you know, drugs and money came into the picture, and it became a whole different
you
beast.
can't have an organization
You know.
unless you generate some income.
Well, and you know, even like the vice lords, you know, the vice lords would have breakfasts and, you know, for the kids and stuff in the community. This is back, you know, in the 60s and 70s. Same with the GDs. They would have, you know, community revenue, collect money, doing little dance shows and things like that. And that's how they started the gangs and stuff. And then the other shit came along.
Now, you said your shit. We all know your story. We talked to you 1,000 times about your story. You were getting fucked with, blah, blah, blah. And then Pooh said in his case, it was his environment, strictly environment. It's just like, and I'm wondering, is that what you, like, that's what you saw, so that's what you emulated, or that's what you saw and you didn't want to get fucked with, so you was like, let me act like these niggas.
Because where I lived, it was all nations. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be no damn nation. I ain't want to be no gang. And then the motherfuckers would beat my ass, and so my environment fucked me up, so I went to a different environment and try to take that other environment out. And that's just how it's a survival thing. And anytime when it comes to the real gangster shit, it always leads back to survival. And that's just what it is.
And that's the part I understand.
Yep.
I do.
Real gangster shit.
I get that shit.
I mean, yeah, if
Like,
you're doing it for survival, I understand that one completely.
Like you said earlier, fear is a hellified motivator.
Fuck yeah, it is, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get
Real
that
shit.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Just like I
shit.
don't go raw in hookers. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the fear.
Because I also would not throw my dick on a hot grill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like grill marks, diamond pattern all over my junk. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that shit. But
Yeah, that'll
I
do
mean, yeah, I totally get it. I think at the end of the day, I think the moral here is women, protect your future. Men,
Protect your future.
protect your future. Which
Real shit.
means, because this one was more thrown out in the ladies' sphere, men, come on, guys. When you see the girl, the guy, I don't care how pretty she is. If she shows up with 3 other cats' kids, man, just get the fuck out of there, man. Just
Please.
bounce,
Please.
bro. Yeah, just,
Please.
It ain't worth it.
It's really
and that's
not.
really the only thing I got to say to wrap that shit up for real. And what else we got?
I ain't saying don't hit her. I'm saying just pump and dump. Put a rubber on, smash and dash.
If that's
Get
what
the
you
fuck
wanna
out.
do, cool.
All my
Right.
friends just so you man, they dancing. It was survival. Okay, it was survival. Thank you, Pistol Pool in the chat room.
I totally
It was
get
just a
that
matter of survival.
Hey, Crips and
You live on
GDs,
a-
we
you
cousins,
live-
fam.
You live on a Crip block, motherfucker. You Crip. Eventually.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
What you gonna
know what I'm
come
saying?
out with all that dead on food?
Right. You know what I'm
You gonna
saying?
get your ass murked.
Nigga, cut your mic.
Put all that flood on, cuz.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I knew Brad, some of the coolest cats was Crips that I knew in
I met
Atlanta.
some of the coolest cats in the world.
Yeah.
They was thugs.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
We've been
but
in.
they had to
Yeah,
let it
my
go when they
niggas
got to
is-
be
Yeah.
adults.
Love
You
me
know
to
what I
death
mean?
still.
When they got to be adults, they had to let it go.
I love them to death, and when I see them, I show them none but love. But the ones that's still active, nigga, I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Yeah, I got shit to lose.
Right? I'm gonna love you from a distance, bro.
I'm gonna love you, but
You know what
damn
I'm
it, man. Nah, you're not gonna get that 4th of July invite.
Right.
I got my family over here. You gonna get a shot up.
Man, my family used to get so mad without show with all these niggas. They were like, God
Fuck.
damn it, this nigga,
This
over
nigga.
with these motherfucking goons and shit.
Look,
But
man.
except for Uncle Charlie, you know Uncle Charlie said, "Come on in, boys, come
Yeah,
get you a
Uncle
plate."
Charlie
man,
didn't give a fuck.
Ooh.
Come on in and eat some of these ribs. Anyway,
Right. So-
well, thank y'all for entertaining my bullshit once again. I had something rolling around my head I couldn't figure out. I need to bounce it off somebody else. So thank
That's
you
a good
again.
one.
And I want to thank everybody in the chat room again. Appreciate you, even the ones who ain't typing, because I see it's a few of you motherfuckers. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Y'all be safe out there. Take this shit seriously.
Yeah.
Social
Don't die.
distance. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get this shit under control and all that. But take it serious, man. Shit's real deal out here.
And at the end of the day, remember, guys, protect your future. Ladies, protect your future. And if you focus on that, then eventually you can come to the table with a person who is a good guy, who's going to be more than happy to take care of you, and guys vice versa. She gonna take care of you at the end of the day.
Thanks.
So with that being said, we are the Shake Up guys, and we are saying peace out to y'all. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live, and share it with your friends, because the more people that is in this conversation, the better the conversation will be. Until the next time, peace out.